The former American Idol champion has become one of the music world's most beloved stars, and fans are always clamoring for new information about her personal life. And while she values her family's privacy, Carrie posts to social media frequently, and she's usually happy to share updates about her time away from the recording studio. But while fans might continue to bombard her with questions about whether or not she plans to expand her family, Carrie has mostly kept quiet on that issue. How many kids does Carrie already have? Carrie married hockey player Mike Fisher in 2010, and the couple has since welcomed 2 children. And while Carrie has never explicitly stated that she's done having kids, it looks as though she's satisfied with the current size of her family. Carrie Underwood's life unfolds like a country ballad, full of highs, heartaches, and harmonies that continue to resonate long after the final note has been played, in the golden haze of a Tennessee sunset, where the rolling hills whisper secrets to the wind. The queen of country music, who is 42 years old, is the subject of a whirlwind of conjecture as of September 2025. Her comeback to the panel of judges on American Idol was a triumphant one, and now people are wondering if she is pregnant with a 3rd child. The dedicated fans, who are perpetually there to provide their support, have been examining every single Instagram picture, every silhouette that she has displayed on stage, and every faint illumination that has appeared in her social media reels. The whispers fly around like fireflies in a summer jar, stemming from her New Year's Rockin' Eve performance in Times Square, where her flowing gown and her hand-to-belly gesture caused a Twitter storm, and continuing through her subsequent red carpet appearances, where her brilliant smile seems to shine brighter than ever. Carrie, on the other hand, has always been a lady who preserves her family's hearth with fierce devotion, going beyond the hype. Is having additional children something that she would like to do? In this creative investigation of 1,000 words, we will navigate through the folklore, the reality, and the passionate love that characterize her universe, seeing the possibilities with the same poetic elegance that imbues her songs, such as Cry Pretty and The Champion. Imagine this scenario. The air is filled with the scent of fresh hay and possibilities on a crisp fall morning at the Underwood Fisher farm. Carrie, wearing her distinctive ponytail that lets her golden hair flow freely, kneels down in the garden. Her hands, the same ones that have earned her a Grammy for their ability to grip a microphone, delicately press seeds into the soil. Next to her is Isaiah Michael, who is 9 years old. He is talking about hockey drills and playground escapades with his father's impish grin and his mother's deep, soulful eyes. The miracle she refers to as 5-year-old Jacob Bryan ambles over while holding a toy guitar, strumming the imaginary chords of a melody that only he can hear. Mike Fisher, a retired NHL player who has evolved into a dedicated family guy, stands on the porch, watching with a steaming cup of coffee in his hand. His heart swells with the calm pride that comes with having a life that has been rebuilt after the rinks of glory. This is the place where they find refuge. Located in Franklin, Tennessee, this 400-acre sanctuary is where the focus shifts away from the limelight of celebrity and onto the true music, the laughter of boys, the rustling of leaves. The whispers of pregnancy had their start in a rather innocuous manner, sparked by that dazzling stage performance on New Year's Eve in 2025. Carrie's emerald gown was draped elegantly over her figure as she belted out "Jesus, Take the Wheel" under the confetti-dusted ball drop, and eagle-eyed fans zoomed in on images. One user posted, "Is that a bump?" Her tweet went viral, accumulating 15,000 likes and a stream of armchair assessments. It seems that Carrie is glowing more than usual. Could it be that she's expecting her 3rd child? Another person commented in, comparing side-by-side photos of her recent performances on Idol. The rumors had reached a fever pitch and transformed into headlines by the end of January. Carrie Underwood sparks pregnancy rumors after NYE blow-up. Her Instagram stories, which included discreet photos of Mike's hand on her midsection during a family hike or a playlist of nursery rhymes added to her Spotify, were brought to the attention of social media detectives. Even her Idol co-judges were unable to contain their desire to make light-hearted barbs. During a live taping, Luke Bryan made a jest saying, "Carrie, if you're hiding a little country star in there, save a judging seat for. Carrie, on the other hand, maintains her position as a bastion of grace despite the rumors flying about TikTok edits and tabloids. She has not yet received any official announcements on her social media accounts, not even a reveal of a black and white sonogram or a poignant message like the one she published in 2018 for Jacob. "We longed for you. We said a prayer for you. We trudged along a long and difficult path so that one day we may finally hold you in our arms." Sources who are close to the family have stated to publications such as The Hollywood Gossip that she is not expecting a child. They maintain that her radiant appearance is the result of a strict fitness regimen, Hello Calia sportswear company, and the happiness that stems from a stable home after suffering miscarriages. One source revealed, "Right now, Carrie is concentrating her efforts on her sons and her music. Touring with Denim and Rhinestones Redux and judging Idol Season 24 keeps her plate full. No room for baby prep, yet." However, the word "yet" is imbued with a sense of optimism rather than finality in the Underwood universe. A 2022 docuseries, Mike and Carrie, God and Country, laid bare the pains of 3 miscarriages that occurred between the entrance of Isaiah in 2015 and the emergence of Jacob in 2019. Here's a painful monument to resilience. Her voice broke as if it were a violin string as she said, "Sometimes God has a different plan," during an interview with People magazine. That strategy earned her 2 incredible blessings, but who is to tell that its final stanza has been written? Exploring the core of the question, Carrie's desire to have more children uncovers a tapestry of ambitions that have been postponed and delights that have been embraced. In 2018, when she cuddled her baby bulge for Jacob, the murmurs that emanated from her inner circle portrayed a woman who longed to have a busy family. Carrie does still talk a lot about adopting children because she truly does want a large family and wants to be a mom to several kids, according to a person familiar with the situation. She reflected in interviews that adoption had a special appeal. It was a means of expanding their circle without the physical toll of previous pregnancies. In 2019, she candidly confessed to People that they had originally expected their children to be a little closer in age, noting the 4-year difference between Isaiah and Jacob as a detour of some sort. "But I'm grateful for every moment, every lesson in patience." Jump ahead to the year 2025, and the story changes its focus to appreciating the present moment. Carrie raved over morning cuddles that turned into the chaos of the day, her joy bubbling as she detailed Isaiah's baseball swings and Jacob's developing guitar riffs in a feature published in ABC News in March. "I continue to remind Mike on a regular basis that we are parents to 2 children. It's a little bit mind-boggling," she remarked, her Oklahoma origins coming through in her expression of wide-eyed awe. For Carrie, motherhood is not an afterthought to her fame. It is the refrain that is repeated throughout. The 2 of them, who have been married since 2010, place the most value on normalcy amidst the neon lights, which includes farm-fresh breakfasts, Sundays spent attending church, and protecting their sons from the fasces of paparazzi. Years ago, she expressed to Fox News that they wanted children to experience a grounded childhood, which is a principle that continues to remain strong to this day. However, fans see an open heart and an unfinished melody in calmer moments, like in this heartfelt Idol tweet about parents singing with their children. "I imagine my sweet sons' voices and the sweet moments I get to sing with them." Imagine, if you will, a scene from the universe of Carrie. On the farm, it is a starry night. Fireflies dance around like stray notes in a song. As she gently plays her guitar while seated on the porch swing, Isaiah nestles close to her, resting his head on her shoulder, and she hums a lullaby version of "See You Again." Jacob, his eyelids drooping with exhaustion, holds her free hand in his grip, his small fingers following the contours of the colossus that have formed over the years as a result of his time spent on stages. Mike joins in, singing in a low harmony. His arms, which are toughened by NHL, encompass the scene in a protective manner. In this scenario, the question of more is not a headline. Rather, it is a soft "what if" that is whispered into the breeze. On numerous occasions, Carrie has stated that her greatest hit is her family, a platinum record that is inscribed in bedtime stories and bruised knees. However, with her residency in Las Vegas on the future and her obligations to Idol, the timing feels like a ballad that has been put on hold. It is heartbreaking and promising. Of course, the rumor mill continues to operate, gaining momentum from threads where fans dispute like critics at a honky-tonk. Carrie is too busy slaying Idol for diapers. One person adds, "Nah, that glow screams baby fever," counters another. What did Carrie say in response? The tranquility of a quiet moment is only interrupted by posts of milestones that her sons have achieved. Isaiah's first home run, Jacob's finger-painted masterpieces. She has become a master of establishing boundaries, a talent that she has refined through a number of miscarriages and media storms. In the year 2019, she astutely commented that there is no possible way for anyone to plan for every situation. This comment may easily serve as lyrics for a song, even though she has not completely ruled out the possibility of having additional children with Underwood Fisher, perhaps a daughter who inherited her mother's pipes or an adopted sibling to round out the choir. The evidence points towards satisfaction. Her belief serves as an unfaltering backbeat as she acknowledges, "We are beyond blessed." In the end, the question of whether or not Carrie Underwood is expecting a child remains an exquisite maybe, a twist in the tale of her continually evolving story. The most impressive thing about her is her unwavering commitment to the two miracles that she cherishes the most. She raises them with the same passionate love that carried her from her humble beginnings as an American Idol farm girl to her status as a global icon. Carrie, on the other hand, is not one for making assumptions. She simply remains silent and hums along with the rest of the fans. She is experiencing the refrain in her life. She is grateful, she is grounded, and she is wonderfully alive. Can anyone tell me what the following line in the poem is? In her reality, everything is always left up to a greater harmony to decide.